who sat in and done that. We have some 7th graders that are going to be recognized for some things that they've done along with some constitutional projects that they did. So, Mr. Greg Wagner.
Oh, this is getting to be a regular habit of mine to come up here. I do appreciate everything that Mr. Mead has given me for the support, and also for Mr. Broxton, whom has helped me tremendously. I am not here as a representative of the Dyersville Post 137. I am the 2nd District of Iowa Legion Americanism Children and Youth Chairperson. We've got women in the group too, so we can't go chairman anymore. Our programs within that realm that I am overseeing is Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, Legion Baseball, which some of you are playing. The 5th grade flag essay we started 18 years ago, and this year for the 2nd District, which covers Dubuque area, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, a 6-county area, we had over 1,700 participants in the 5th grade flag essay. We've got the junior shooting program, the oratorical scholarship program, Boys State, the merit awards, and the 2nd District scholarship for needy students. And now, with the help of Mr. Broxton and his 7th grade class, we have added the 7th grade essay, the Constitution and How Does It Work. We had a meeting with all 3 classes and explained to them that this was not just a essay on the Constitution. It was asking how they would, the Congress and the Senate and the President and the judicial system work together or not, and how special interest groups will twist the words of the amendments, the Bill of Rights, to their liking, and they will try and get certain things passed, which is the right to life. And with Father Quint's sermon about the respect for life and knowledge of what is lawful and what isn't, makes your opinion very important. The fall conference in 1997, we had the 5th grade flag essay, and then that was strictly at the district level, and finally we got the state to take it on as a level there. This year we had 4,500 participants in the 5th grade flag essay statewide, and we have to narrow that down to 1. The Constitution essay is just now in its infancy. The district has adopted it as of our spring conference on April 11th. So next year, the 2015-16 year, will be the first official year for the contest. The essays written by these 7th graders here were exceptional. We had a very, very hard time choosing one. And how we choose them, we do not know the student's name. They've got a number on their essay, and that's how we choose it. After we've chosen 1 through 5, then we get the application on the one that coincides with that number. We have, I will list the 5 top contestants that we had in their essays. We had the number 5 contestant was Elizabeth McGreen. fourth place was Paige McDermott. Our third place is Anna McCullough. Second place, Aaron Boner. Now, I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to do it like Dancing with the Stars. I'm going to wait for 5 minutes, let these go. Who did it? Who got it? I did talk with this individual's father this morning, and he had mentioned this individual was very excited about this presentation today. Did not know if they were going to be receiving it, but again, he was very happy that he was a part of this program. And that there's Willem Valant. I do apologize for not having the awards and the certificates of participation with me today. I had not had them signed by the district commander so that I could present. I know I stopped at the classroom this morning and one seventh grader asked me if they had to read their essay. I said, well, I don't know. Have we got the time for one essay? Now, William, I've got it here. You don't have to memorize it. It's a very good speech, or essay.
Go ahead, Will. Come on, Will.
Freedom of speech. If the freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent, you may be led like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington. The freedom of speech is the First Amendment, and in my opinion, the most important. Because without the freedom of speech, we can be controlled, and we would not be able to do anything about it. But you must be careful about what you say, because if you say something like, I'm going to kill the president, then I believe people have the right to be suspicious. For example, in World War II, Nazis would execute you for saying something bad about them. In fact, 6 million Jews were killed by the Nazis because they did not believe the same things. We are the lucky ones. We live in a country where we can believe and worship however we want, and we don't have to worry about getting separated from our families and executed. Yet there are still bad uses of the freedom of speech. In the 60s, many African Americans were segregated and not treated fairly because of their skin color. But there was no law against it. But since Martin Luther King Jr., who used the freedom of speech to his advantage, got many people on their side, and regardless of skin color, you can go anywhere, do anything. Some people believe that you should be able to burn the American flag because that is a freedom of speech. I believe that the American flag is sacred and should not be disrespected in any way. Freedom of speech, they believe, is freedom to do anything and say anything. In 1989, the United States Supreme Court in Texas decided that according to the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, it is unconstitutional to prohibit anyone from burning the American flag. So in conclusion, my freedom of speech is both, the freedom of speech is both a blessing and a curse. And we should be happy that we live in a country where we can believe what we want to believe, worship who we want to worship, and say what we want to say.
Thanks. And like I say, we had 53 essays to get this through. I had the representatives of 49 posts from the district read different essays, and they were just, could not figure it out. How do you pick one? His essay, along with the winning fifth grade essay, are going to be in the Legion Second District newsletter. And that will probably cover maybe, I want to say 4,800 Legion members and auxiliary. At this time, in closing, I would like to thank Beckman Catholic High School for every last home game of honoring a deceased veteran. It means a lot to the families that remember that individual. We started it 4 years ago, so your seniors there were now then freshmen. And we hope that it carries on through the years. It's history, it's knowledge. And God bless this school, because without this school,